from West London and Acton. And so Everyday is part of the Real Junk Food Project, which is more of a movement than a kind of company, and it's which basically tries to fighting food waste through showing that food which is wasted by supermarkets and all the basically the food system in its entirety is all perfectly usable.
So you guys pick up food that otherwise would have just been chucked,
yeah,
and then cook it up and serve it out.
So it's not just like, sometimes it's actually out of a system. So it might be people who have over-ordered for like a kind of company or something, or for an event, and we can get these. So it's a very kind of organic process.
And is sort of trying to address food poverty another one of the goals? So recognising that there's quite a lot of people who really struggle to get by, helping them have a source of food that they can afford.
And it's especially the disparity between the fact that you've got all this food poverty and loads of restaurants and just the general kind of price of food is so elevated, and yet all this food going to waste when it's just complete. So it's trying to like bridge that gap, make this food available to people when they can't even afford it.
Who's your main customer base at the moment?
Well, it's hard to say. We're not quite established yet enough.
You haven't quite got the regularity.
To have like the kind of regulars kind of thing, but we're building our kind of reputation. So it could be it's anyone really. The whole point is that it's not like one thing; it's open to everyone.
What does pay as you feel mean?
Pay as you feel means kind of what it says on the tin. You can you pay whatever you can. I think you can be as pay what you can as well. So even if you feel it's like a good meal, you can obviously it's no pressure to pay anything. But it basically takes it just opens up to anyone really.
So you guys don't set any prices?
No.
Just not even recommendations or?
No, not at all.
Amazing.
Because obviously, if basically the main point is that it doesn't have to be money. That's the main point. Okay, what you feel. So obviously, we're always open for volunteers. So if you just volunteer your time, it's like a much better way for us actually, on some levels, for you to pay for your meal. We can just come back another day or a few days.
So you say you're trying to campaign and raise awareness about food waste. What changes would you like to see in culture or in the food industry?
Well, it's basically about not being so aesthetic on veg and fresh produce, and not being so kind of like over the top on the health and safety and regulations. This basically means that it forces supermarkets end up basically covering their backs by making food like saying food is inedible and it's past survey date, whereas use by date. Basically, the aim is to kind of demonstrate that you can use your common. It should be a lot more. Common sense should come into a lot more, really. What would be success for Save the Date? How can the cafe judge its success? I think, definitely as you were saying, having an even kind of client base, that'd be amazing. I mean, for us, we still haven't have like a steady footfall yet, so it's, becoming like successful in the kind of having people here daily would be really good. But which hopefully will come in the summer. It's much more an outdoor space. But I think just basically becoming a hub which people know about, and which we can actually use then as a proper springboard, and we can like campaign a lot more when it's actually the cafe set up in itself and it's much more known.
How can people support you?
Support us. Just come to the cafe and just go volunteering is always amazing. We always welcome volunteers to help out. And just basically, if you taking on the message about being more mindful about how much food you use, so not overbuying and not chucking out stuff before it's actually gone.